Yeah, I'm really glad that the version you're reading is the version I ended up going with.
Right.
The book took several years, and that was a new process for me.
Yeah.
I've tended to be more laser focused on getting a task accomplished, and so I'll throw everything into it, and then I move on to something else. And everything I'd written before went much faster. This
Right.
took about 3 years.
Yeah.
The first draft was done in about 4 months.
Right.
The first draft, the tone was snarky. It came across angry. It carried with it a perspective that I would never have believed I actually had. It wasn't until I really found myself reading my own words that there has to be a better way to say this. And this was my own trauma response, right? That what wounds us, we attack.
Right.
When we finally discover that this thing was intentionally or not harmful in some way, and we transition from it, it becomes a villain in our mind. And so
Yeah.
every complaint, every challenge we can pin on these people, this group, this theology, this way of thinking. And it really required me to step back a little bit and heal more.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I kind of transition through and I'm kind of in a good place, my wife starts to then really be open and honest about her feelings going through our journey that we had shared together. And so then your marital element starts kicking in, where now I'm upset again because
Right.
she's been hurt, and my own myopic focus only saw what I was dealing with within this. I didn't pick up on all the hurts that she would have endured even before me,
Yeah.
just going along with a lot of things because I was in a leadership position, and so she felt kind of obligated to keep making this work.
Right.
So that produced, I think, draft 3. The final draft, I kind of set some rubrics for myself. Again, that via media, stay in the middle of the road, keep out of the ditches. Where is what I'm saying applicable to all faith settings? Meaning, could I see a Roman Catholic church incorporating what I am talking about?
Yeah.
Could I see a home church or an unstructured, non-denominational meeting in a coffee shop?
Yeah.
Can they incorporate this? Because if it's not applicable across settings, it's not applicable to the church.
Right. That's
It's
good.
applicable to a stream.
Right.
And that carried with it a lot of baggage I didn't want to step into.
Yeah.
Because I wrote the preface last, and it really was just, I've come to a place, I love these traditions that formed me.
Yeah.
I really, to a degree, resent the either or scenarios that each phase kept trying to give me of, well, you can be this or you can be this. You cannot be both. You have to surrender a part of what formed you in
Right.
order to move into this new vein. And neither one says this directly. Neither one, drew a firm line in the sand and said, pick a side.
Right.
But it's subtext. It's the way things are stated, what voices are given credence and what voices are really encouraged to stay away from, without real clear reason why, like what it
Right.
is they're going to say that's so dangerous.
Right.
So the book really came out of my own process of working through acknowledgement of what it can be to be within systems that don't recognize they are abusive.
Right.
I really come out of this not believing that anyone consciously sat down and thought of
Yeah.
ways to create systems where you feel you have to ask for permission or approval to do anything.
Yeah.
It was just systemic. They led the way they had been led, and it just keeps tracing back. That reaches a point then of finally being able to just sit in a mutual appreciation that they did the best they could.
Right.
The love they showed was genuine, even
Yeah.
if it at times missed the mark.
Yeah.
And the culpability of there are times I utilized that very same system to harm others.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
And so if I want grace and forgiveness, not relevant to like God needing to forgive this, but just from others, from those that I've interacted with, I'm seeing things differently. There's been some metanoia going on, right? If I want that for me, I have to extend that to them, or else I'm really not willing to receive it for me.
Yeah.
It's like an equation on a math table, right? If you do an algebra, you can't move numbers on one side of the equal sign and leave the other side alone. It topples
Right.
over, right? You got to balance the two.
That's good.
So if I wanted this for me, I had to see it within them too.